statistics within the 5-pin bowling application. That's a pretty core feature of the app. It's one of those things that helps you improve as a bowler, find out where your weak spots are, and show you where you need to practice. So let's just get into the app, get to the main screen, and I'm going to take a look at my son's scores. He's already given me permission to use these, so that's all good. So let's tap on 2012 YBC Juniors, tap on Jesse, and just as a side note here, you can see that Jesse is the only one that has an average when I come in here. These two bowlers do not. That's because they haven't bowled any games in that league. All right, so if you see that, that's no big deal. If I just tap on a particular bowler and start adding games, then they're going to start getting averages and things within this league. All right, so let's go back to Jesse. We'll tap on his, and we'll see a list of all of his scores here. This looks like a pretty good week. So we'll kind of focus on this one for the moment. But this is the button that you need to be interested in if you're looking for statistics. That's the statistics button, and it kind of maybe looks like a graph. So if I tap on that, it's going to show me statistics based on what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at all the series for a particular season in a league, right? So it's going to show me the statistics for everything. So you can see, if I just scroll down here a bit, that 24 games have been bowled so far this season. His average is 168, high single, high series, and so on. That these are all here, so that's great. But up here at the top are the ones that you're probably going to be most interested in. What your middle hit percentage is, what your strike percentage is, spare conversions, and so on. And I'm not going to go into what each of those particular statistics means. If you go to the 5-Pin Bowling App's support page, there is a statistics page in there that you will get a full definition of what all of those things are, at least a one-liner about what each of them are. And that's probably better than me describing each one of these things to you in this webcast. So, great, I got league stats. Now let's suppose I want to take a look at an individual week. I want to take a look at these 3 games and just those 3 games. So if I tap on this icon here, it's showing me the series detail. And again, there's that statistics button. If I tap on that, now I'm seeing the statistics for only those 3 games, right? So you can see what the high single of the 3 are, what is high series. Of course, it's 583. It's all 3 games. How many games were played. His average that week was a 194, so that's pretty good, considering his current average is 168. So you can see on that particular week he was doing quite well. I can see the percentage values, but I can also see this other number within brackets, and that's the total number of, in this case, I'm taking a look at strike percentage. That's how many strikes he got during all 3 games. Now, you might take a look at that and go, well, that's kind of low, and it actually is, and I'll describe that in a second. So let's get out of here for a sec, and we'll go into that week. Now, one of the things that you can do within the 5-Pin Bowling app is you can choose to record frame by frame, or you can choose to enter just your final value, right? And I can do that by just tapping on this and typing in 208. In this case, I had actually, while I was doing some testing on the new version of the application, I deleted that row accidentally. And so I just decided, rather than entering all of the game information frame by frame again or ball by ball, I was just going to record the final score for game 1 and game 3. But game 2 was so good that I decided, hey, that's a great one. I'm going to record all of those individual bits again. So when I go to statistics, and we'll just go into the series detail, click on the statistics button, get to the statistics page. You'll see a little disclaimer down here at the bottom. And depending on your pre-bowl settings for your league, and if there aren't frame-by-frame values, that's going to affect how the statistics is actually calculated. If I don't have frame-by-frame or ball-by-ball information, I can't give you some of those statistics. It doesn't make sense. I can't figure out how many times you hit the middle hit percentage because I just simply don't have that information. So when you're looking at statistics, make sure you keep that in mind. The best thing to do to get accurate statistics for your entire season is to try and keep track of everything frame by frame. But if you're not interested in doing that, that's fine too, but you're going to get fewer statistics in that page. All right, so now let's go into this. I showed you how to get to league statistics, how to look at an individual series, get the statistics for a particular series, and now how about stats for a game. When I'm on any game, you can see that here's the statistics button. If I tap on that, That's going to show me the stats for just that one game, right? And then again, you can see what they are, which is great. So while you're going and working on your game, this is a great place to come. So while I'm sitting here working away, bowling a game, maybe I'm not having the greatest night, or my score's not reflecting a great night. I'm getting a lot of aces, I'm getting a lot of head pins, or I'm getting splits, chop offs, aces. Things just aren't working for me, right? It's like, what's going on? If you come into statistics and you see that your middle hit percentage is high, even though your score isn't particularly high, that's still a great motivator. And for younger bowlers, that's really awesome. You can say, well, look, you're not getting the highest game of the season for yourself, but you know what, you're still doing great. This is why. Or you can say, well, gee, your score could be higher if you just converted more spares, and you're having problems with, let's say, your chop offs or left corner spares. You can't get that left pin. Great things to come in here and look at. So that's statistics. Hopefully that helps you out.